Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Monday onboarding call. This call is specifically for brand new brand partners who have just joined. I'm going to give you the roadmap on how to launch your business. Maybe you're relaunching your business. This is a great call for you as well. Or maybe you're just coming over to the Wellness Revolution system, and we're going to walk you through exactly what resources to pay attention to at the beginning and some tidbits and tricks and advice on how to get your business moving quickly. So everything I'm training on tonight is available for you in our resources. I'm so grateful to the Wellness Rev team, Justin and Lola and Jay and Jimena for putting all of these resources together. I'm literally like reading off a bullet point of exactly what to train you guys on. So you can come into the system and you can duplicate this with your team as well. But we will be here every Monday doing it for you. So you can just show up, promote the call, and get your team here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull my notes up. First, I want to welcome everyone. And I want, if you can, if you're not too shy, sorry. Let me see your face. Turn your camera on. I love the fact that we have this beautiful tool called Zoom to where we can be in the comfort of our home and we can see each other face to face. And what's great is if I see you on here, then when we're at events or maybe you reach out to me, I've got a face to the name. And I just love that we have that because back in the day when I built my first company, we were on planes, trains, and automobiles. Okay. You have no excuse not to have connection with your team with this incredible technology that we have. So I want to kind of let everyone know like what you're doing here today and by joining LifeWave and by bringing on people into this business. What I love about LifeWave, because I was in the field for a while trying to find a place to land after my first run in this industry. And I joined a company at one point because I was like, okay, the product's okay, but I can do this with my friend. How fun would that be? Is I could go out and build a business with my best friend. Well, that wasn't enough purpose for me. What I found is in this business, to keep you going and to have consistency and to build something big, you have to give people purpose. And I love that. I was on a call today with a gentleman who's been very successful in the industry. He's looking for a place to land. And he said one of the first things that he saw with the LifeWave is the exclusivity that we have with this patch because of the patents, but the purpose behind giving people their quality of life back has him so excited. So just know that here, it's not about pressure. It's all about purpose. And when you're joining network marketing, you are becoming an entrepreneur. You are now an entrepreneur. I'm grateful that my husband, the businessman that he is, has started together. We've started over 7 traditional businesses in our last 23 years in our relationship. So I understand entrepreneurial, the lifestyle and what it takes. And typically, when you think of starting your own business, typically you're strapped to that and you have the motivation to show up and build every day because you have a financial hold to that company because typically you have to invest a lot of money to start up and become an entrepreneur. But the beauty about network marketing is you can join on a credit card, right, with no overhead, and you can build entrepreneurial status wealth just by going out and sharing and plugging into a system. Okay. So you have to make sure that even though you're not financially strapped and you're forced to show up every day because you got to make that money back, you still have to have that grit. You still have to treat it like you have everything on the line. And what do entrepreneurs do every day? They're consistent. They show up. They're serious about what they have their hands on and what they're doing. And they have heart. Right? They have heart, they have passion. Something motivated them to go out and take that risk and start that business and work from themselves. So you just want to make sure that you have the correct mindset because your mindset determines your speed. I was talking to one of my leaders, Yazdan, today, and he was talking about someone who had said, Yazdan, I'm going to give this 2 years. And if in 2 years this does what I want it to do, then I gave it a good college try. And he made such a great point. He's like, Sarah, no. You need to make a 2-year financial goal. Like, hey, in 2 years, this is how much income I want to be producing for my family through LifeWave. And that's my goal to hit in 2 years, right? Because we're in this for the long run. So I just want to make sure you realize you know what you have your hands on. The couple of years that I stepped away from the industry, I look back now and I regret it. And I look at my husband all the time and I said, I will never leave this industry again. It's somewhere where we can leverage our time and relationships, not money. We can leverage time and relationships and sowing into others to set ourselves up to have success. So it's such an exciting time to be a part of LifeWave. Okay. So what I hope that I can give to you today is confidence. Okay. Confidence comes after action, right? I'm going to give you the resources to take action. But if I give you these resources and tools today and you don't go out tomorrow and implement them in your business, you'll never have confidence. Okay. Most people fail because they hesitate because they don't have all of the information. You want to make sure that you have the information, but then you go out and you put it into action. Okay. So we're going to get into some of the resources that we have available for you, a little bit of training on the back office and where you can find these resources. Our number one landing spot would be wellnessrev.org. I'm going to go ahead and take you to that page now. Let me share my screen. Okay, right here. There we go. Okay, so wellnessrev.org is our system's website. Everything you need to build the business is here. When you first get to this website, there's going to be, oh, it's not popping up for me now. Hold on. There's going to be a little pop-up window. Well, I think because I've gone to it too many times today, but there is a pop-up window that is going to be promoting our upcoming event in Destin. In a little less than 2 weeks, we will be in Destin, Florida. It is such a special, intimate retreat. If you've ever been to a direct sales event before, I promise you, you've never been to anything like this. I think we have like 14 spots left. You can either pay for the trip outright, or you can get on a payment plan, but I promise you, you won't miss it. You'll be able to experience the culture, get one-on-one training. You're going to leave there and feel like you left a retreat. We rent mansions on the beach in Destin. It's just, if you've been, someone put in the chat, I know there's some people on here who've been, it is just one of the best trips ever. So make sure you secure your spot. We'll be closing up that event in the next couple of days. So get your spot. Okay, so this is the landing page for wellnessrev.org. When you get to this website and you're brand new, the first place you're going to go is get on board. Okay, this is basically the onboarding into your business. Now, if you prefer kind of that website feel where you can simply come to the website, see our calendar of events, jump in some chats, look at our different training modules. There's some great informative videos, and you can scroll down to a 21-day fast start where each day you can click on, and there's about 15 minutes of training each day where we walk you through all of the things you need to go when need to do and plug into when you're first getting started in the business. Now, if you like more of a educational platform where you can track your success with training, you can actually click on school on that homepage. And I really like school because it's all the same information, but you can kind of click off when you're done and go through those videos and kind of track your movement through the school and onboarding process. So anyone who's first joining, I strongly suggest that they come to this page and they walk through the 20 days fast start. Many times I can tell if someone's not doing it because they start asking me questions that would have been in that 15 minutes of training. So make sure you guys are pointing to this. Now, listen, I'm in the English version, but if you are looking for the Spanish, you simply come to the top, click on Spanish, and then we have everything in Spanish. Okay. So this is, we have a back office tour where Jay walks you through the back office. It's everything you need when you first start your business. But I'm going to walk you through some of those things. Hold on one second. So, okay, so we're going to do some back office training next. All right, so to get into the back office, I actually have that on my Safari. So let me get my Safari loaded up. All right. So when you first, if you're brand new tonight and you haven't logged into your back office yet, you're simply going to go to backoffice.lifewave.com. When you enrolled, you gave the person who enrolled you a username and password. You will put that username and password in here. You simply log in, and now you are in your back office, okay? When you first enroll, you want to make sure that you go to your profile and just make sure that all the information on your profile is correct. So you simply click on Change Settings. You're going to look through the information that you provided, make sure everything's correct. You have the first couple of days to call corporate and correct some of those things. so you don't have to send in a document. It's just great to do it at first. Make sure your address, everything's right. Go down. And then this is a very important part when you first start getting going in your business. In my first 90 days, I signed up about 40 people. Okay. In the last 4 years, I've signed up just shy of 100. So I signed up almost half of the people that I've put into my business in my first 90 days. And when you're placing people into the business, you're placing them into what we call a binary. That is the structure of our LifeWave compensation plan. A binary means two, meaning you have two sides to your business. You have a left team and you have a right team. Okay. And you're going to see here what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new members. So before I send someone my link, or before I enroll someone, I will go to my back office and I will choose whether I want them to go on the left or the right. When they click the enrollment link and they enroll with a product pack, the system will put them exactly where I have my settings in my back office. So make sure that that's correct. If you want to change it at any time, you click the button and it automatically switches to the other side. Let's say there was a big oopsie, your business is just growing super fast or you didn't change it in time. You have 5 business days to call corporate and corporate will move them over for you. After 5 business days, it's a headache. So please make sure you stay on top of that, okay? You also want to make sure if you just enrolled, maybe you didn't click the auto ship button, maybe someone didn't set you up on auto ship. You have to be on auto ship when you first get started because you do not want your business to go to zero and your account go inactive. Every 31 days, we must purchase between 55 and 110 PV. PV is acquired either through your personal purchases from your back office or from your customers. So when your customers, meaning a retail customer, preferred customer, or preferred plus customer make a purchase, their volume counts towards your active status. Now, unless you sign in 3 customers on your first couple of days, we always strongly suggest you at least sign up for auto ship as an insurance. Myself, I have about 1,200 volume points in customer each month, so I don't need auto ship. I order auto ship when I need it. But when you first get started, it's very important that you're on it. How do you set up an auto ship? You're going to click on store. You're going to go down to patches. When you click on patches, let's say we're going to do the X39 because that's our flagship patch, meaning that's our number one. We build our business around the X39 technology. Instead of adding it to my cart now or doing a one-click order, I'm simply going to click add to monthly auto ship order. Then you're going to go up to your cart and you're going to check out as usual. Make sure you set the date of your auto ship to go out from the 31 days from the day you enrolled. Okay, so maybe it's been 2 weeks that you've been in. You want to make sure you track back. You can go on your account and look under orders right here, and it will show you when your last order was. Make sure it's 31 days from that last order, okay? So let's see here. What are we gonna go through next? I gotta stay focused, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, enrollment link. This is so important. So when you first get started and someone says, oh my gosh, that's so interesting, please show me, how do I get started? Send me a link, okay? Super simple. When I enroll someone from my back office, I'm on my homepage, I'm gonna click on organization, enroll new. Okay, when I do that, it's going to go right to my enrollment page. You're simply going to go to the top up here and you're going to copy that link and then you send them the link. So you just go to your enrollment page, copy the link and you send it to them. Let's say they want to become a preferred customer or preferred customer plus. If you scroll down right here, you click preferred customer, you send them this link for a preferred customer plus. There is also an option in your back office to where you can make pre-populated carts for customers. I have a video that I can show you guys of exactly how to do it, but I love the pre-populated cart. I built carts in my back office that have for preferred customers and preferred plus customers. And I can simply just send them the link and it has a pre-populated cart where they can enroll with a pre-populated cart. Super simple to do and really easy to enroll people. Okay, so next we are gonna hit on commissions. Okay, when you first enroll on your homepage, there's a lot of important information about volumes, but if you click here On commissions, it's going to give you what commissions you have live. What I love about LifeWave is as soon as something happens in our business, whether we enroll a customer or we enroll a brand partner or someone in our back office orders product, as soon as that commission goes through the system, it shows that we've been paid. I love that there's so much transparency. We get paid every single Tuesday from 2 weeks before. So every single Tuesday we get paid an entire paycheck. Some companies have to wait an entire month and they get paid one time a month. We get paid every single week. And then what I love as well is you can click on those commissions and you can see, so if I click on commissions, you can see exactly, so for Monday, I can see exactly where my commissions are coming from, whether it's binary, levels earning bonus. If I had signed a new person in today, it would show a product introduction bonus. So I love that it breaks down. Everything is in the open and right there for you guys, okay? So that's just a little bit of back office training. That's really all you need to know for right now. Okay, there's not, I don't want to over stimulate you with too much information. It's just knowing how to send, how to get into your back office, look at your profile, how to change your binary from the left and right, how to send someone an enrollment link. That's all you got to know right now. Now, when we talk about being rank focused, if you say, okay, Sarah, what's my first goal in LifeWave? What we always want to do is immediately get you ranked to 1 and 2-star manager within your first week, because we have a fast start program to where if you hit the first and second rank in the business and you stay that rank for 9 weeks, the company is going to just automatically pay you $25 to $50 a week, depending on being 1 or 2-star manager. Once you get to 3-star manager, it starts unlocking the compensation plan. So we can sit down with you. If you go to wellnessrev.org, it's a really simple explanation on how to hit 3-star manager. But you want to focus right now on hitting 1 and 2 in your first week, and then hitting 3-star director, helping other people in your downline who want to build a business hit 3-star director, and that will, 3-star manager, and that'll get you to 1-star director. So staying rank focused on what you have to do, moving volume, and how to get people started correctly. Okay, so upgrading packages. We have several packages that you can get started on. My favorite package to get started on is always the premium pack, especially if it's someone who wants to move quickly. My husband and I are entrepreneurs. We had a business, a blueberry farm. Without blueberries, you're not in business, right? We have a bamboo farm. Without bamboo, you ain't in business. And if you're going to want to move quickly in this business, you have to have patches. I have patched thousands. I have given away thousands of patches. I've been very generous. I've sold many patches, but you have to have patches when you're out there sharing with people. That way they can touch it, feel it. Every now and then you'll get a 1-patch wonder miracle. It's pretty exciting, but let me show you what you have to do. So if you got in, and let's say you came in at the core pack, the advanced plus, maybe advanced premium, at any time, if you want to upgrade, the benefit at the beginning of upgrading to larger product packs is many of those product packs come with discounts. So let's say you came in with the core pack, you paid $99 per sleeve. If you upgrade to the advanced, it goes down to $99 per sleeve for those extra sleeves. Then if you upgrade to premium, it's $87 per sleeve, and you get 3 months of active status, meaning from the day that you upgrade, you have that month and 2 months after that where you don't have to place an auto ship order, where you can just get those patches in hand and get out and share them with people. So if I wasn't already a premium pack, if I clicked on store, all the way at the bottom under sales tools, it would say upgrade packages. That you would go to that, click upgrade packages. You would then choose which product pack you would want to upgrade to, and then fill your cart and check out as normal. Okay, so just some information that you need when you're first getting started. We do have a great resource center in the back office if you want to look through some compliance, tutorials, new product information. Whenever we're having promotions, the promotions will also be listed here that are going on all over the world. Mind you, we're in 82 countries. So I always like to go through here for some of my people who are in other countries. So that's it. Okay. That's the back office training. Now, I want to hit on a couple topics about when you're first out there sharing. I really feel the reason why I signed most of my contacts in at the beginning is because I was almost ignorance on fire. I had so much passion and excitement for what I had my hands on. that people could see that passion, and I wasn't over explaining because I didn't really truly understand how the patches worked. I mean, I was brand new, right? I was excited about what could happen, and the excited about promoting the opportunity calls and plugging people in. I'm a really good rule follower, but at the beginning, I didn't know that much. So I wasn't over talking, over explaining, because when you do that, you confuse people. Okay. And we don't want to confuse people when we're out there sharing this technology. So what you want to make sure you do is you don't overload people early with too much hype. Okay. You don't want to also lead with network marketing. I've always led with the product. The product is the star of the show. Okay. So when I'm first talking to someone, whether it's a hot, warm, market, maybe meaning like a family member, a close friend, I'm getting into just an organic conversation with them. When they've probably seen my social media posts, they've seen my patch, they know I'm talking, and maybe they heard from my sister that I was doing something. And when they ask me about it, I go right in for the technology, what it's done for me. That gentleman I talked to today on the phone, I told you guys I talked to a guy who's been very successful in the wellness space of network marketing. And he told me within his first company, the wellness product that he never actually had a testimony from it because he was already so healthy. He had no health issues. He had good energy. He was just always a guy that felt great. But he didn't let that stop him from sharing it, because he immediately started to share it, and other people's testimonies became his story. And he built a huge business. And he said, Sarah, how selfish would I be if I was sitting around waiting for this product to do something for me, and I missed the opportunity to share it with people that has completely changed their life and giving them better health and better quality of life. I was like, man, I never really thought about it that way. And he was able to build a huge community and a huge business off of the fact that the technology or the product that they had worked, right? So I thought that was really interesting, So you also don't want to lead with comp plan or fast talk money. Okay. Everyone's journey in this business is different. This is a legacy company within the space. LifeWave will be around for decades to come. This is something you can get involved in. You want to have some speed, don't get me wrong, but there doesn't have to be a push like, oh, it's a fast start, you're missing out on something. You want to come to someone with organic and realistic goals of what you've placed in your business. When I first started calling my friends and family, they were kind of my guinea pigs to kind of see, like, my sister, she tells me no, she's still going to love me, she has to, right? And I kind of like practice on them a little bit. And what I saw is when I approached them and I came from a place of, hey, you know me, and when I'm really into something, I go all the way. I would love to have you partner with me, Elizabeth, get your spot in my business and start using the patches, because I'm gonna run with this thing. And that's all I said. I didn't know how the comp plan worked. I didn't know how the patches worked. I just knew myself and a couple of my friends were having great results. And that's how I was signing my people in. You know what I'm going to do with this thing, right? So just stay confident, have purpose, and don't lead with the typical things you think you need to lead with. Lead with passion, okay? When we're talking about conversation framework, you want to start from a place of when I'm talking to someone, I'm asking them questions. The person who controls the conversation is the person who's asking questions. And I think it's just generally who I am as a person. I'm always interested in people. My husband always makes a joke is I can have a stranger tell me their deepest, darkest secrets because I ask all the right questions. And I've always been that way. And I think that's why I do well in this industry. I'm really interested in people's lives and how they've gotten to where they've gotten. So I asked them, hey, what do you do for a living? And what about that do you love? Why do you love doing that? If there's something you could change, what would that be? Oh, how many kids do you have? Where'd you take your kids on spring break? Like, you just truly engage. And when someone feels heard and seen, then they have trust. Okay. And then almost always, I would say 99% of the time, they will come back to me out of pure curiosity and go, what do you do for a living? And that's when I simply turn around. I say, you see this little device on the back of my neck? What do you know about stem cells? Or what do you know about peptides? Oh, everyone's talking about peptides. Oh, we're a legacy company within the space. We've been developing peptide technology for 25 years. This thing's absolutely changed my life. Really? And then it's just they're pouring the questions out at me. So once we have a good back and forth, right? And we're going back and forth. I'll go, listen, I don't have a lot of time to talk about it now. And I don't want to, overwhelm you with too much information. But on Tuesday night, my good buddy, Jay, he's doing a call where he explains everything. I'd love to have you on that call as my guest. Are you available Tuesday night? And that's exactly how I work it. My job is to get eyes on calls, because when you bring someone to a Meet X39 call, it gives them the entire spectrum from how LifeWave started, the story behind, in 30 minutes. It gives them the customer pitch and the brand partner pitch. It's everything. And then when they get done with that call, you contact them, and they're ready to go. Hey, did you have any questions? Nope, no questions. How do I get started? Right? That's how I've built this whole business. So keep it light, right? There's a lot of people in pain, guys. Yes, you're going to get no's. Yes, your salty aunt might be mean and call it a pyramid scheme. Boo-hoo, move on. Okay. Right. But there are people out there in pain, drinking energy drinks all day, looking for a way to cut back on prescription medication. There are people praying for what we have our hands on. And our job is just to go out and share that message with people. Okay. So when I first got started, I built a list. 100 names for me and 100 names for my husband. And who did I put on that list? I put some, what my girlfriend Carrie calls blue M&Ms. The people that if I had $1 million opportunity, I was going to start a business for $1 million. Those top people I would call to ask them if they wanted to invest and be part of it. And I called those people who made me nervous. And guess what? A couple of those that I called at the beginning are still building with me today. And remember, I knew nothing about what I was talking about. So I have a couple of those on, but most of my list was built on family, friends, past coworkers, classmates that I'm still connected to and communicate with, maybe in person or online, old contacts, maybe that I've done business with in the past, social media people that I engage with on a regular basis, and people already in direct sales. I love people already in direct sales, maybe who have been in the past. Maybe you see they've slowed down posting online. They're not really engaged anymore, or you have something. I asked the guy today, I go, let me ask you, are you looking? Are you looking for a place to call home? And I was blunt as can be. And he said, actually, Sarah, you know what? I am. Right. And it built that trust between us because I know what he's looking for and I can give him the correct information. Okay. And if you're sitting here, Sarah, going, Sarah, I just don't know, pull out your phone. Anytime that I need to go build a new list, I have 3,000 contacts in this phone. And if I call one of these contacts that I haven't talked to in 10 years and they say no, no big deal. Okay. No big deal. Right. So, pull out your phone, scroll your contacts, start conversations using questions. It's that simple. The main objective of what we're doing is we're patching people. Okay. I have a girlfriend, she calls it pop, patches on people. Pop, Sarah. She's like, you need to make a t-shirt that says pop. And that's all that it is. This technology absolutely works. Now, does it work instantly for some people? But no, but does it for some people? Yes. Have I had lots of one patch wonders? Absolutely. But I even love patching people, maybe give them 3 or a couple days worth just to show them like, hey, put this on. I want to show you how easy it is to use. This isn't like a vitamin where you have to change your, Kyle was talking about it the other day. We're not asking someone to go out and change their daily habits. Change, add this vitamin that you take 3 days a week or supplement a meal with a meal replacement, bring this huge device around with you. It's simple. It's one little action every day. Bink. That could give you better quality of life. Okay. So I love to patch people, getting patches on people right away. Okay. So, and just keep it simple, build belief, and constantly point back to the system. We don't expect you guys to know everything up front. Jay and Kyle and Jimena and Rochelle and Carlos and Juan Carlos, all the leaders, we put a system together. We have over 100 years of experience in this industry combined. So we've built a system, and system stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So when all else fails, we have calls every night. Let me go ahead and show you guys where those calls are. I don't think I hit on that. So if you come to onboarding, right, we had the homepage and we clicked on onboarding. You're going to click on calendar of events. And every single week, we're going to have the same schedule. On Monday nights is an onboarding call. Tuesday night is an opportunity. We have it in English and Spanish. Going on at the same time. We have book club Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We have the U90X call at 7 p.m. testimony call at 8 in English and Spanish. And then we have a call for our Europe friends at 2 o'clock on Thursdays. And what we'll do is do a Meet X39 with onboarding 1 week. The next week, we do a Meet X39 with a testimony. So these are great calls to plug into in the middle of the day. And then again, a 7 o'clock team training, and then an 8 o'clock opportunity in Spanish and English. An opportunity call is what you're going to invite someone to come and meet X39. And again, Meet X39 means the company, David Schmidt, the timing, how the technology works and the benefits of the technology, a little dab on the timing of LifeWave and where we're going, a little bit of compensation plan, and how they can get started. It's a 30-minute call, and it gives them everything they need to know to move forward and make a decision. And we always send them back to you. Okay. I'm kind of letting the cat out of the bag a little bit early, but if you guys haven't been on this before, Kyle and Jay are going to be doing a mindset training now on Wednesdays. I don't quote me on the exact time, but we will be doing a mindset training every Wednesday around lunchtime. And that, I promise you, will be one of your favorite calls a week. I look forward to it. I need it even as a leader. So we're going to be adding a little quick 30-minute call throughout the week. So make sure you guys are plugging into those and just knowing where those resources is. At the end of the day, my goal for you as a leader is to be your third-party credibility. When you're coming on board and you might feel a little nervous that you don't know all the answers to the questions, we have filled this schedule with some of the top leaders and phenomenal presenters to where you can invite your people and you could promote those calls and you get people on the same page as you. Okay. Now, we do have some comp plan videos on there. It's a little too overwhelming when you're first getting started. If you simply just go out and you talk to people daily, I love the goal that Jay has set for us. It's called 2-10-1. Basically, if you speak to 2 people a day, that's exposing 2 new people to the X39 technology. And I'm talking physically talking to them. I consider social media a phenomenal platform to market yourself and to put yourself out there. But when you can hear the passion in someone's voice about this technology, it takes it to the next level. So sharing X39 with 2 people a day, that's 10 people a week. Your goal is to enroll at least 1 brand partner and 1 customer. Okay, 2-10-1. It's so simple. If you do that and you do that consistently, and you're think about it, 10 people, your goal is to sign 1 customer and 1 brand partner. If you do more, that's just more icing on the cake. Okay, it's so attainable. When I first got into this business, I prayed, and I knew that anything great you have to commit to, right? You have to have some skin in the game. And in this business, the skin is not money, right? This business, it's our time. So I committed to myself and my family that I'm actually missing my daughter's softball game tonight. There's still some little sacrifices that I make every now and then, but it's a minimum of 1 hour a day. I made that when I set my goal of $10,000 a month in 2 years, I said 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. And I'm going to hit my people goal, the 2-10-1. Talk to 2 people a day. You also want to follow up with those people if they need following up with, but 2-10-1 every single day. And it's a foolproof way to build this business and to get people in. Okay. You have plenty of calls to plug people into, and then you have an upline that cares about you. All right. I promise you, I know every single on this call, I know all of your uplines. And if you need someone to get on a one-on-one call, do a one-on-one Zoom, I fly out and do events all the time for my team. We are there to support you guys any way that we can. You don't have to have it all. So many people in this industry, they don't fail because of the product. They don't fail because of the company. They fail because they don't have support. And there's definitely no lack of support here at the Wellness Rev system. So I hope that helps you guys. Just get out there, keep it simple. If there's a couple questions that you guys might have for me in this last couple of minutes, I'd be more than happy to answer some questions for you. Is there anybody on here? Maybe if you're having some people that are giving you objections, maybe something you've ran into in the field in the last week or 2. You could put it in the chat as well. Okay. Well, you guys, listen, I thank you for bearing with me. This is my first onboarding call. I'm going to get better with each one that I do. We all kind of have to get ourselves, I always say, the place where dreams die is in your comfort zone. And this was a little bit out of my comfort zone today because I haven't done one of these yet, but I'm grateful to the leadership on this team and all the tools and resources that they provide for us. And we love you guys and we're praying for you. And we want success for everybody on this team. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Spanish friends. And listen, if you guys can wing it, come to Destin. We only have a couple more tickets available. We want to spend time with you. We want to hug your neck. We want to build with you. So go to wellnessrev.org, click on the events. It's right when you pop up. It's the event page. Get your ticket and we'll see you guys there. Thank you. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow.